One of the many fallacies about the Dprk that seems to be growing in the West is the myth that the Dprk is reforming and embracing capitalism, as socialism in the Dprk has supposedly failed. This could not be further from the truth. The Dprk has never allowed or even entertained the idea of reforming the socialist planned economic system centered upon the popular masses. And in this video, I shall explain why. The Index of Economic Freedom by the Heritage Foundation, which is very right-wing, can actually be used as a source to prove this. The Heritage Foundation essentially defines economic freedom as the freedom of capitalism to take hold on nations around the world, and rates its rampancy within these nations. The Dprk within this index actually scores the lowest in economic freedom, or more appropriately, the acceptance and availability of capitalism to take hold within a nation. The Dprk scored a mere 5.8 on this index, and came in at 180 out of 180 countries. Felix Abt, a Swiss businessman who authored the book A Capitalist in North Korea, has actually even stated he found it almost impossible to do business in the Dprk due to the Dprk staunchly following the centrally planned model of economics, and who didn't want to reform and open up. People will also mention the special economic zones and figure they are capitalist encroachment and acceptance on the planned economic system of the Dprk, which couldn't actually be further from the truth once again. The SEZs are there to bring in more revenue for the Dprk, but while private companies operate within them, they are still centrally planned, with all revenue going to the state and the workers' wages being paid accordingly from the state. The SEZs are not an infringement upon the socialist planned economy, but are merely there to act as a supplement to help bring in more currency to the nation, while still operating on a centrally planned model so as to not damage the socialist mode of economics and denies capitalism the chance to take hold. Through these points, I hope I have laid to rest at least some of the myth that the Dprk is opening up and reforming. Thank you for watching Songun News.
비룡의 밤에도 그리운